Greetings to the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, regardless of your time zone. We are the children of Chukwu Kabiama that have assembled before his presence to thank him for all his kindness, for all he has been doing for us. We bring before him our leader, Mazin Andrikano, and pray that Chukwu Kabiama, you guide and protect him, give him the strength, the knowledge to continue to lead us to our freedom. We have no other person, no other leader than the one you have chosen for us. And he has proven to be a worthy leader. That's why we assemble every morning to give glory to your name, to exalt your name. And there's nothing we can do without bringing your name within our midst. You are the Almighty. You are the Maker, the Creator, the King of Kings. We also remember all those that are disadvantaged, the sick, the poor. We pray that you give them hope. And all this we beg in your name. He say, today is November 22, 2019, and this is live broadcast from Radio Biafra USA. It's coming to you through Radio Biafra London under Mazi Uchimefa. My name is Mazi Chukwemeka Alozi. Let us get to some of our issues today, and we have to say that we are moving. We are moving. For the fact that we are moving is very encouraging. Very, very encouraging. Is different from not moving, not doing anything. The fact of the matter is that we are progressing. For those that continue to roam around, for those that continue to dwell in the past and have failed to see the light, and they will continue to remain in darkness, we wish them luck. May I remind the people that the charity donation brought by our leader is still here. The electronic payment is through Zelle, and it's Bia Foundation Inc. Charity. There is email address they will ask you, and that is bia67foundation@gmail.com. When they ask you for that email address, that's what you will put there. And you are making the payment to Bia Inc. Foundation. So take notice of that. And you have other option of payment, and that is through certified funds, money order, or cashier check. And it will be made out to Beer Foundation Inc. And then the P.O. Box address is 801519. P.O. Box 801519, Acworth, ACWORTH, Georgia. Zip code is 30101. And you can always access this information at www.ipobnusa.org. And if you want a phone contact, if you have a question other than the information provided, you go to 512-825-5300. And we're done with the Thanksgiving prayer. And another information I'll be passing on to you is the Newi and Onisha Province Relay Station project. Remember to make your commitment, meet your commitment. You forward your receipt stating your name and zone, where you send the money from, and then for update you call +1 929 326 2733. +1 929 326 2733. I think that's about it for the information that needed update. And then what's new? What's in the news? It's quite a bit. We are going to scamper. Today we will scamper on the news. What I mean by scamper, you see, there is something wrong with us. What is the population of Ethiopia? For those that are talking about population, you being the giant of the world, are not producing. Instead of progressing, you are regressing. Ethiopia, by Haile Selassie, split. And they went to Eritrea. And now they've split again. They have voted to split again. Now, is there anybody stopping them? No, they are being encouraged. Manage yourself, be manageable. Be manageable. And you see a sort of double standard by who? It seems like those that are towards the North and East Africa, Northeast of Africa, are more inclined to adapt to European way of thinking. But we in the West, dark skin, they tend to be the ones that are not thinking forward. We cluster together and cannibalize ourselves. You understand what I mean? That we, down in West Africa, towards down to south, we don't seem to have any idea of what is going on in the world, and we are the ones that either we are being enslaved or we are being ruled. Not only are we being ruled, we tend to compromise our own freedom. We tend to compromise our own way of thinking, doing things. When others are managing themselves to be up to par with the world, we are going back. Why are we in this situation? And it seems like the international community is telling us what to do. In any second, they are into our government, saying what should and what shouldn't happen. But they are watching Biafrans being killed. They are watching Biafrans being finished. And when we are talking about our own freedom, it seems like they are not getting it. But when the Fulanis make a statement, they will react to it. They will react to it. What they think and what they don't think. But when we say something, they don't openly talk about it. They keep mute. And that is why I made reference to Ethiopia, Haile Selassie, and then his descendants. What is the population of Ethiopia? What is their population? If you are talking about a country based on population, tell me how that country will progress. Tell me. I am talking in the sense of things. Things we do, things we don't do. Things that happen, things that shouldn't happen. Ethiopia is a landlocked country split by the Great Rift, and they are still existing. They are still existing. They are progressing. They are moving forward. Anything that will bring them disunity, insecurity, they carry it out. If you say you want to live, live. And make your own country. Then why are we in Nigeria killing ourselves? And then you have Eritrea, a country on Red Sea coast. The same thing. And we are in the zoo, killing, rugarizing cow instead of progressing. Is that actually a country, or are they annexing? What is it? What is it? Estimate a population of Eritrea to be 5 million. At most, generously 7 million. That is a country surviving with little or nothing. I don't get it. I don't. For a little country like Eritrea to be approximately 7 million, and they are progressing. And now you get a group splitting. They have voted just a few days ago. They have their referendum. 80-something% voted to quit. And then you have the Ethiopia, 105 million. They manage themselves. They cut your coat according to your size. And then you have the zoo, Nigeria, not moving. Instead, they introduce hopeless, useless bills. If you talk, you die. There is something wrong. There is something definitely wrong, and we know what it is. The foreign hands. They are liquidating our resources. We know they are doing that. But why is it that we that are the ones bearing the brunt tend not to put our minds together and get the hell out of there, not wait for them to make that decision for us? And when somebody speaks, then you have your own people, those that are supposed to know, drawing you back for you to die. It's like they have been charmed not to think. Look at the Biafra nonsense that took place 2 days ago. And if you hear it, if you hear what came out from their mouth and the so-called elected governor, you'll be shocked. And we tend not to understand what is going on. Every day you are talking about insecurity. You are fighting this, you are fighting that. And you continue to breed terrorists to enhance your Islamic agenda. And then the EU and UN. Again, listen to this. EU, UN. Every time it's EU and UN. So I want you to put this into perspective. So, what do you think? Stop spread of Boko Haram. UN, EU, tell Brotai. The United Nations and the European Union, Special Representative to West Africa, and the Lake Chad Basin Commission on Wednesday met with Chief of Army Staff Toka Brutai in Abuja, saying that the Boko Haram insurgency must be checkmated and their spread stopped. The UN Special Representative for West Africa and the Sahel, Mohammed Ibn Chambers, and the EU Special Representative for the Sahel Lake Chad Basin Commission, Angel Lusada, stated this during their visit. To the Army headquarters in Abuja. They noted that their organizations will work together in the fight against terrorism in the Northeast geopolitical zone. The UN representative noted that the establishment of Lake Chad Governors Forum was a welcome development and part of a holistic approach, which will focus on the root causes of insurgency. And Why do they have to take us along with them? Why? They know about the insurgency. They know the crimes Burutai has been committing. Why are they not arresting him to try him? They know that that's a government of terroristic agenda. And he arrests them, says they have been caught, and then he puts them back into the army. And then you end with your Islamic envoys. Seem like they are pampering him. They know what he's doing. And we are all concerned, and we believe that Boko Haram is a fight that we can win. That is why we are especially applauding the efforts of the army in dealing with the menace. How? Can't Biafrans see that you have no chance? They are slowly tying you. Instead of getting free, they are tying you together. And look at Eritrea. Tomorrow they will develop more than you. Your own state is like shit. It's like rubbish. And slowly, the black man will vanish. You people don't understand it at all. You don't understand what is happening to you. All of a sudden, they that are backwards medically are the ones bringing you injections. They that are backwards in all form of life are the ones coming to give you vaccinations. Oh my goodness. Black man has no brain. We don't. Let me put it up so that you can understand. Breaking news. Sidama tribe wins referendum election of 89% yes vote to break out from Ethiopia. After weeks of heavy clashes in Ethiopia and last month's explosion in the Ethiopian capital of Addis Ababa that left hundreds of government workers injured, the Ethiopian Prime Minister Mohamed Abiy allowed the regional tribe of Sidima in Ethiopia to conduct their referendum aimed at breaking away from Ethiopia. The Sidama region accused Ethiopia of neglect, marginalization, intimidation, among other things. Polls opened Wednesday morning and closed 5 p.m. local time. Results trooped in on Thursday at around 12 p.m. with 89% yes vote. And look at hopeless Nigeria. Something that can be done in a very peaceful way. No, they are there maiming themselves, looting, and telling you they're keeping Nigeria one. Because they have seen oil. And where is the money? You can't account for it. Instead of you doing the rightful thing, you are there using those millions to bribe people to keep their mouths shut. And who are the ones suffering it? Black people. Black people. They have no value for their lives. Black people have no value for their lives. They don't. We tend to devour ourselves. And you are directing them to the right path. No, they are going in a different direction. As if they don't know what is happening. But they are there seeing the danger. They are there watching their brothers being killed. They are there watching their sisters being raped. They are there watching their fellow relatives being burned alive. And then here comes the UN again. UN and EU. Is this not the same EU that we've been complaining to about what is happening to Biafrans? Is this not the same EU and UN? Have they given you any direct support? No. But they can see what is happening in the assembly, in the Senate. Okay? But they cannot see all the rubbish they have been saying about Biafrans. They cannot see all the nonsense that have been going, all the killings that have been meted against Biafrans. UN expresses shock, cautions the Senate. Why are you cautioning the Senate? Why? The United Nations and the United Kingdom have disapproved the death penalty, which is the punishment for violators of the hate speech bill. The bill was introduced by Senate Deputy Chief Whip Sabi Abdullahi. The UN described the death penalty as a barbaric act, noting that death by hanging should not be included in the bill as it is unacceptable. Are they the ones to determine what will and what will not be in the bill? I am saying it, not that I don't approve what they're saying. I am saying authoritatively what they are implying. If they can imply that, what can they imply is that Biafrans are being killed, therefore deserve referendum. Why can't they say that? So indirectly, they are the ones manipulating our fate. And then you have our fools that idea can say we can no longer proceed in this manner. We deserve something better. No. We are black people. We can't think. They think for us. And they pass on their instructions to us. No, we can't be free. No, we cannot manage our future. They will do it for us. And then we are saying we need a referendum. Since you can say that, then we are saying to you, we want a referendum to determine if we want or if we don't want to continue to stay in that enclave. I guarantee you they are not going to talk about it. That tells you that they are the ones responsible for our fate. We black people. Ndibo. And they are using the same black people, the Fulanis, to do their dirty work for them. And then the ones that call themselves the Middle Belt and the Oduduwas cannot see, they cannot see the broader picture. Rather, they are full of hate. This man is an Igbo man. This man is a Yoruba man. This man is this. But the bottom line is, as long as you have that black skin, they will finish you. You are being rebranded, but you're not seeing it. There was a donation made a few days ago of kidneys donated to a hospital, 200 kidneys. Where did they come from? Where did those kidneys come from? And they were fresh. Nobody asked questions. They were thanked for donating 200 kidneys. And I wonder what is going on. Who are the owners of those kidneys? Where did those kidneys come from? I'm trying to let you know that maybe you're missing ones are the donors, are the owners of those kidneys. We don't think. We don't think properly. Our leader has made all effort to awaken us from our slumber. No, it is not going to work, because you still have baboons. They just sit there like a log of wood and cannot think, cannot do anything to show that they understand. They understand the world politics. They understand what is ahead of them. No, we are so backwards. We are so bent on receiving aid that we have the resources. We have everything we need to progress, just like they are progressing. No, instead we clamp down on ourselves. African children paralyzed after receiving vaccine. And we act like we don't know, as long as it's from foreign countries. As long as it's from there, they will they will just accept it. No questions asked. It's free vaccination. Why are they giving you free vaccination? Because your own people, those that are supposed to render you the help, are not rendering you the help. Those that are supposed to make your future bright are not doing it. They are there siphoning the money. And you wait. You continue to wait. Wait for what? What are you waiting for? I am appalled.
Hi there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Press for Truth TV. Today is Thursday, January 24th, 2013. And I have a story that I'd like to share with you today that is of the utmost importance. I'm finding that this is not being covered by the mainstream media whatsoever. And I'm referring to something that's going on with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And for those of you who don't know, Bill Gates and his wife Melinda Gates have taken it upon themselves to make it their mission to vaccinate the children of the world, children all over the world, and they've been focusing a lot of their attention on Africa. And just recently, a small village in Africa, there's a small village there where 50 children became paralyzed and fell ill due to these vaccines that were given out by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Now the thing is, there appears to be quite a cover-up going on right now to hide this story from getting out there. And here's a recent article on that. Recently from naturalnews.com, at least 50 African children paralyzed after receiving Bill Gates-backed meningitis vaccine. Bill and Melinda Gates have been on a crusade for at least the past decade to vaccinate every single child on the planet. One of their primary geographical targets has been the continent of Africa, where poor sanitations and lack of clean water have created conditions in which diseases like meningitis and malaria run rampant. But rather than trying to meet these basic needs, the multi-billionaires and their many allies have instead thrust vaccines on indigenous populations as the solution. which has in turn sparked a wave of paralysis among Africa's younger populations. As covered by investigative journalist Christina Ingram over at vactruth.com, the small village of Guaro in northern Chad, for instance, recently fell victim to the dark side of this vaccine agenda, after at least 50 youth in the area developed paralysis following vaccination with Biafra, a new meningitis vaccine developed specifically for Africa. Touted as a preventative cure for meningitis, Biafra reportedly caused each of the children, some of whom were as young as 7, to suffer hallucinations, convulsions, and ultimately paralysis. According to a cousin of 2 of the vaccine-injured children, the horrific side effects of the Biafra began to appear within 24 hours of its administration. Many of the children affected by it immediately began to experience headaches and vomiting, which later progressed into uncontrollable convulsions while bent over with saliva coming from their mouths. But when parents and local authorities tried to call on higher-up government officials to take action and to help the affected children, their petitions for relief were all but ignored. This same cousin, who is referred to by England as Mr. M, added that when Chad's Minister of Health and Minister of Social Security finally showed up to Guaro nearly a week after the series of paralyzations first took place, they decided to evacuate the 50 paralyzed children to a hospital more than 300 miles away, as there was only one available doctor in the entire region of Guaro. But rather than trying to get to the bottom of why Biafra caused such a serious reaction in the first place, and immediately halt all further distribution of vaccine until this could be determined, these same government officials actually tried to bribe suffering parents with money to keep quiet about it. According to Mr. M, these officials were more concerned with covering up the dangers of Biafra than protecting the village from harm. The government and the media have gone silent about the tragedy, while there are still facts requiring clarification, stated Mr. M in an email to England about the incident. At this point in time,
I just want you to hear that. I just want you to hear that. We are used as guinea pig. We have no future. We cannot determine our future. We cannot be able to decide what's good for us. We wait for handout. And as long as we embark on this handout, we will continue to suffer. We will continue. Who are we going to blame? We have to blame ourselves. We have leaders that have no foresight. They are there, handpicked, agents incapable of doing anything. And as if that is not enough, look at our own people. The same people that are around you, that are trying to physically finish you, are right in the street, finishing you, giving you poison. See the rate of death in Biafra land. See the rate of death in Biafra land. You have been ingesting poison. They have been poisoning you slowly. They have been poisoning you slowly, little by little, and you ingest them and die.
Actually put the soap inside the water to mix. Can you imagine? That soap, bring them up again, make I see. That soap. Where is the soap? The sabulu. Yeah. Here now. This one sabulu. Eh? You put inside this one, Abi. You can't put them inside that place. Abi. So now so you go consider sabulu inside this thing. You not go take better water wash them again. This is race course. I'm under the tree in front of what's this club? Island Club. This madam sells this tiger nut here and made. He will use soap to mix up the water, shake the water and put it in the tiger nuts before selling. You can see what I'm saying.
Yeah, I am putting this chronologically for you to see how foolish we are. They sent you poison stuff. They want to eliminate you. They don't give you your freedom. They don't give you time to determine your future. They will like to administrate you over you. And you are not making any move. You are not trying to be free. And other countries are trying to be free, other than you. You don't want to be free. You want to be ruled. They're here telling you what they think, what the bill says and what the bill doesn't say. And your lead is telling you you need to be free. I mean, I am dumbfounded. Though I'm speaking, but we don't actually respond appropriately the way we are supposed to. We are not responding the way we're supposed to respond. And then they will come when I tell you we are mentally sick. You think we are insulting you. We are not insulting anybody. We are telling you the way things are. Our job from Radio Biafra is to be impartial. Say the truth. Say it the way it is. Then set us free. The same people you are talking about, they are agents of the British. And when Ali tell you that the oil in Biafra belongs to Jigawa, we played it several times and nobody paid attention to it. And then they brought in David Lyon. How he won the election, heaven knows.